everybody. I'm changing this to Wednesday or I don't remember. What did I give this title? I don't remember. But anyway, I'm going to do like episodes so that I can keep track of them. And so I'm going to be on just for a little bit tonight. I'm trying to learn to use my serger Scott bought me in 2004. I found the receipt for it. And I've never really used it too much, but I started looking at all the attachments and stuff. I need to use that thing, especially since my sewing machine the white sewing machine is down and out because I can't get the part for it. So I went to the storage unit and got the serger. So I'm going to try to learn to use this serger. And what I've got here is just a piece of painty paper, and I just want to cover the spots that are still white. I thought maybe what we could do tonight is if you grab some painty paper that you already have, maybe you could make your own deck of prompt cards. So that's my intention for this piece right here, is I'm going to chop this up, but I want to get rid of all the white space on here. So hi, Barbara. Hi, Mina. Hi, Holly. I'm on just a little bit early. I was sitting here at the table. I had the table cleared off. I said, you know what? I'm just going to go on. I did get a little bit of Happy Mail that I'll share here in a minute. And what else is going on? I'm going to be doing some separate videos for the sewing and crochet stuff, so they'll be standalone. But I've been crocheting a bunch of those my favorite dishcloth pattern that I shared in my video about them. Once you start doing that pattern, you can just do it from memory. I don't know how many I've made. I've made a lot of them. So I'm thinking of making a tiny deck. So I'm going to cover this up and then maybe bring in a different color and go over the purple spots with some kind of color on them, just so that it's all painted up. Maybe bring some of the red back up to the top. So I've just been sitting and crocheting, checking on our little pumpkin patch each morning. I made homemade fig Newtons. I have a video recorded that I need to take the time to edit and put up. But the fig Newton experiment was interesting. The recipe is good. Scott's given it his seal of approval, but I've got to make some changes before I make it again. I've got to go thrifting and see if I can find a 9 by 13 inch pan. Hi, Janet. Sharon Lombard, hello. Has anybody heard from Peg Robinson? She posted that video clip of the mess outside her front door, and then I never saw anything more. I hope she's okay. Yes, I have made a fig Newton video. It's on the camera. I haven't gotten it put together because I did it in clips. And the fig Newtons didn't turn out fully, but Scott says they're edible. So I guess that's a plus. Paint Girly, hello. Why do not get a notice? Ugh, I don't know. But the recipe is good if you follow the recipe to a T, and that means pan size included. And I needed to cook the figs a little bit longer to get the jam filling. It needs to be jam consistency. And so you have to cook it really slow. And it said 40 to 50 minutes. And I probably should have cooked it for a full hour on low. So lesson learned. I'll do better next time. I'm going to grab a stencil and stencil something on here. Bernadette's put herself to bed. She's in her bedroom. So I've got the same stencil that I used with the green. I'm going to put some of this metallic blue on here. So if you've got painty paper and you want to make some cards, that's all I'm going to do. This is a piece of paper I had made up already. I just thought it would be fun. But I was talking about my serger coming out of storage since my sewing machine is all, I can't get the part for it anymore. So I'm hoping the serger holds together. It's not been used much. It's been in storage a long time. Scott bought it for me in 2004. And time for me to use it. Learn how to use all those gadgets it came with would be awesome too. It's got a pearl foot and it's got an elastic foot and oh, I can't remember all of them. Blind hem. See, I always looked at the serger as just a to finish edges. So I guess I should open my mind and expand my knowledge. Never too old to learn, right? So I'm going to try to learn this on the fly and see if I can make some things with it. Yeah, Bernadette's put herself to bed already. I took her for a ride earlier. We just drove around out in the country a little bit and then came back. Scott said, I wish I could go, but he had to go to work. So he was watching a video on the best places to retire, not retire, to stay away from. And South Carolina is number 10. And I think New York was number 1 of the worst places to retire. And then where else? Oh, New Jersey was one of them. Don't retire there. Oh, and I can't remember the others. I think one was Washington State. And Alaska was on the list of do not retire there. I don't think I could handle the cold of Alaska. So tonight I thought I'd just kind of be more chit-chatty. So if you guys want to just chit-chat, we can chit-chat. I didn't really have a project in mind or anything. I forgot how the cameras hate metallic paint. This should prove interesting. I got a little bit more here. Janet, I was trying to think of some way that I could share some figs with you, but you know, they'll rot before they get to you. But then I got to thinking, what if I did some stovetop fig preserves and mailed them to you? If I wrapped them really good, that would probably get to you okay. Make a fig type jam stuff. Let's put some right here. That would be fun, Barbara. I think everybody would enjoy that. Kind of like the blue with the green. I think I'm going to put some more. Mina, you know, I don't remember. He was talking about some places it was a lack of things to entertain, I guess. Well, Scott and I have never been real big on having to be entertained. We entertain ourselves, so that wouldn't really be anything for us. For South Carolina, healthcare was real big. The healthcare system here is horrible. It's gotten worse. I was kind of in and out watching it with him last night. Or was that this morning? See, I've been kind of, weird way. I don't know how else to explain it. Sharon. I did. You're talking about the kitty? I was going to share it here in a minute. Sharon Lombard sent me this adorable kitty cat that's stitching. Isn't that cute? I got the mail off to the side here. Yeah, I'm going to have to print him out and color him in. And then I got an envelope from, let me go put this in water before it completely dries. I'll be right back. Move. All right. I'm going to roll some clear coat on this and set it aside, and then we'll go through the rest of my Happy Meal. How's that? This is just what I've taken to doing, you guys. When I'm doing a project, I'll just get a piece of, this is mixed media paper, and have it off to the side, and I'll scrape paint on it, and I'll stencil on it and make marks on it and stuff. And then I have a base already for cards or whatever. We'll set this aside to dry for a minute. It won't take it too long with this air conditioner blowing on it. All right, and then I'll chop it up into little cards. There's some globs of paint there. That's what that's causing issues. Yeah, this is a sheet I just had done, Mary. I didn't do a pick 10 or anything. I just wanted to make some new cards up, and I'm going to make them small. All right. I don't want to leave that clear coat on there. So I got the package from Sharon Lombard. She said she saw it and thought of me. So it's the kitty stitching. I haven't even stamped him out yet, but he's darling and I love him. And I got her note there that I'll put in my little Happy Meal journal. And then this came from Finland. I thought there was a note in here. I think it's from Sana. I saw where Sana had posted that she was in the hospital. I thought there was a note in here, but there's not. But she sent me some bits. Let me get this here. So she just sent a few little bits in this cute little envelope, bag. And then these say they're stamped with archival ink. See if I can get this open. Riri, Becky, what did you roll onto the last piece? It's Deco Arts Americana Dura Clear. It's just a clear sealant. I like the one that Dee Dee uses too, but I can't remember the name of it right at this moment. But this is like $1 or $2 cheaper than what Dee Dee Willingham uses. And it works good. It just gives it a nice glossy finish. That bottle, well, when I bought it, that bottle was $7.99 at Hobby Lobby, so I used a coupon. Aren't coupons great? So these are stamped with archival ink. So these I'm going to need to color before I use them, I think. There's a little, I'll move these over. Film projector. There's a tiny little funny bird and a planet and a monster. These are cute. There's another one of those film majiggers and a bunny and a duck. It's tiny. These are tiny, tiny. And another funny bird. But these would be fun for ATCs. They're the perfect size. This is turtles. Oh, can you guys see the turtles? They're really small. There's a bird and flowers and a drink and an octopus and some popcorn. See, I can color them and then put them through my little X machine and make them into stickers. This looks like weather icons. Yep, it's time to relax. I'm not up to doing too much. I'm still having neck issues. This says popping by to say hello. And I'm not sure. Oh, it's lanterns. Lanterns in a row. So I'm going to put those back in this bag with the note. I want to do a artist trading card with those little birds, but I'm going to have to color them first. So we'll just pop those in there. And then in here, she's just got little bits, like here's felt, little squares of felt. And then some little, it's got, I don't know if you guys can see that it's got a shiny bits on it. There's another little piece of felt. And some words that are stuck together. Thanks. Smile, thanks. There's a hello. Summer. Another smile. And a love. And then tiny little pom-poms. And there's a green love. And then this is shiny too. A couple rings, some hearts, a plane and a boat and a camper. It got crunched a little bit, but we'll fix it. So those are cute. Aren't they just fun to just get little packages of stuff? I think it would be fun to do, I might do up some Happy Mail envelopes and just put random bits in like this and mail them out. And then we could do it as an ATC challenge, because I could include artist trading card backgrounds because I have a bunch of those already made up. I think I sent some to some folks already. Whoa, I lost the pom-poms. There we go. Get down in there. Knowing my luck, they're all going to stick together. Yeah, you can make things out of just a tiny little package like this. I mean, it would just, if you did little envelopes or bags like this and just put some random little bits and included an artist trading background or two and popped them in an envelope, that would give somebody something to do for a few minutes. It could be a lot of fun, and it wouldn't cost you a fortune to do. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Hi, Deborah. So these were from Sana, and she was in the hospital the last I saw. And then the other one I've been wondering about is Jennifer Dalton. She was headed to the hospital, and I hadn't heard any more out of her. So I don't know if she's okay. This came in something, and I got to thinking how fun it would be to do a circle journal like this. And you could cut circles yourself. This came in a package, but all you got to do is get a cake pan and turn it upside down and trace around it and cut it out. Or if you have a circle cutter, I have the Creative Memories one that you could cut out. This came in some kind of packaging for something, but it does look like a cake round blank. They're probably made from the same company. But if you wanted to and you didn't want to cut anything out, I guess you could go to the Wilton section and just buy the cake boards. But that would be expensive, and I'm into recycling. So I was thinking we could maybe do a journal like this together, do a circle journal. And what we'd have to do is figure out where we were going to put some rings. They would have to be like real close on the side to one side, wouldn't you think? Let me see. I'm going to make this my template because I don't think this glossy surface will work too hot for me. Unless I sanded it. I guess I could sand it. But I thought I would just use this as my pattern. And then I've got cardboard in the closet. I was going to get one piece, and maybe we could do a page together tonight. So this is about 8 inches. It's an 8-inch circle. So you could get an 8-inch pie plate. I'm going to come in from this side. Since this is my template, I'm going to use a marker. I think I'll come in a 1/2 inch. And a 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to measure that line. It's about 4 inches. So at 2 inches, that would be center. So if I go to the 3 inches and the 1 inch, I could put 2 book rings there and there. And that could be how it opens and closes. I think that would work. Uh-oh. There's something in there. I think it finally fell out. All right, so that would be my pattern. You put yourself to bed. I didn't do it. You're acting like you're being punished and you put yourself in there. This is just a piece of chipboard. It's not big enough. Let me get a bigger piece. You put yourself to bed. I think this is a piece I brought home from Michael's when I worked there that protected the fancy boxes. All right, I'm going to trace around that. And you would do the same with a cake pan. I said I wasn't going to start anything new, and here I sit starting something new. That's all right. Maybe this will be something we work on. This might not be perfect, but hey, I'm recycling. Uh-oh. I'm going to check the chat when I get done cutting this out, if I can. I don't know why I'm trying to save this big piece, but those little pieces I'm going to put in the trash. Now, if you wanted to just make this square, I guess you could, but I like the idea of it just being round. It's pretty close to being perfectly round. Close enough for recycling, right? There it goes. All right, so I'm going to keep this piece because I can make something with it. Oh, you closed your door behind you. Now you can't get back in there if you want to. Do you want to go back to sleep? You closed your own crate door, silly. Here. I'll open it so you can get in there. Come on, let mommy get it open. There you go. There you go. All right. Let's see what you guys are talking about, and we'll chit-chat some. Yeah, I was thinking that, the square it off and make it flat. But I kind of like that idea of it being a circle. And if I use bookbinder rings, they'll have, that wiggle room around them. So this is my pattern. I'm going to write on it, pattern. So I don't accidentally use it as a page or something. So now we've got a base. I'm going to go ahead and gesso it on both sides. Well, maybe one side and then flip it over after it's dried a little bit. Ooh, yeah, snow globes, Mary. You could do snow globe scenes. Good, Cheryl. That's good. Purple snow globes. Hi, Gail. Hi, Mary Hill. Hi, Cheryl. I forgot to say hi, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. All right. So I'm going to pause on this for a minute because I want to chop up the cards because we're going to use these cards that I'm making right now. This is dry already because that air conditioner's, but I want us to have plenty of cards. So this, I think, is 9 by 12. No, 11 by 14, I bet. Yeah. So I want them to be kind of small cards. Well, let's start with getting the 12-inch side down to 2 inches. We'll cut 2-inch strips to start with. Now you can do this with just a piece of painty paper. They just won't be, real firm. But if you're using like mixed media paper or watercolor paper, you can make your own deck of prompt cards. All right. And this piece should, of course, be 2 inches too. It is. All right. So now the other direction was 11 inches. So what's an even measurement that I could do so we get the full amount out of here? I'll put the ruler down on top so I can just visualize. 1.5 and 1.5 is 3 and 4.5. Let's see. 1.5, 3, 4.5. 6, 7.5, 9. All right. So if we did it at 1.5, I would only not use 1/2 inch. So I think I'm going to do that real quick. See, they don't have to be real big, and I could probably cut 2 of these sheets at once and save us a little bit of time. But this will be just a cute little prompt deck. See, I'll save that and I'll make a card with those. So out of each strip, we'll get 3, 6, we'll get 7 things. Let's do 2 at a time. I should be able to cut 2 at a time. There's 1.5. The only reason I have this paper to play like this tonight is this is my on the side paper that I use to use that extra paint when you put out too much paint and that kind of stuff. If you keep a piece of watercolor paper, mixed media paper, even a piece of old cardboard near you, and cover it up, you can make a deck of cards like this too. Just with your leftover bits. Might take us a while. Y'all got to put your thinking caps on, because I'm going to be asking you guys for the prompts to fill these cards in. Hi, Linda McAllister. I see somebody said, hi, Cindy, but the Cindy must scroll off my screen, so I'm not sure which Cindy it is, but hello. And what we'll do after we make this deck of cards, we'll use them for a prompt session to fill in our circle page. How does that sound? This is going to give a lot of cards. I want you to think about things you have yourself that you could use for prompts. See, it needs to be things that everybody uses all the time that we'll have on hand, because a lot of us are still not going out shopping full force and all that. So this would give somebody a deck of cards that they could, you know, hey, I'm bored. I'm going to just do a pick 10 with those cards I made. And I'm going to be filling in the cards. So if somebody else wants to write them down and put them on Fibsville for everybody else, that'd be awesome. But if you don't feel up to it, I can take the time to do it later off the cards. I'll leave that up to y'all if somebody wants to volunteer to do that. This is going to be, I don't know how many cards this is going to be. This is going to be a nice deck of cards. I'm almost done cutting them up. Scott's been trying to coax me into going to the doctor. I said, I've got an appointment in September. I'll talk to her about my neck in September. I already know I've got a nerve problem in my neck. So painting doesn't help. Painting walls and ceilings and that kind of stuff does not help. All right, I have a Sharpie. Okay. So these shouldn't stick together because, see, I put the clear coat on. I'm not going to take the time to do this on camera, but I will put black along all the edges of these. I just want to get some cards made up. You know, I'll cover the core on the edges of these. I'm just trying to get them apart now so they're easier to get apart. I've been watching this guy. I don't know what country he's in, but he is restored a vacation cabin that was way overgrown, and it's been interesting to watch the different building methods in different countries. Because, see, I watch something like that while I'm crocheting, because then I don't feel like I want to work along. Or I'll watch Poirot or Miss Marple or one of them. All right. Okay. I think they're all apart, so I can easily pick them up. So I think the very first thing I need to write on here is gesso. In case you're using recycled paper, sometimes gesso is good. So you guys want to, there's Cindy. Yeah, I'm over rain for a little bit. I told Scott, though, I said, birds are starting to flock. The spiders are starting to come in. We caught a mouse in the basement in a trap. All the signs are that nature is preparing for weather, colder weather. And our son's birthday is August 24th. And he has always brought the cold weather. When he was born, I had nothing but little cutesy summer outfits, and he had to stay in the hospital for 7 days. He had jaundice. He was meconium stained when he was born, which means he inhaled stuff he shouldn't have before he was born. And the week after he was born, it froze, and I had to just bundle him up and all kinds of stuff. It was awful. I've lost track of the chat. The guy restoring the house. All right, you guys want to give me some prompts and we'll fill these cards in real quick. First one's gesso, which is what I'm going to do on this thing here. We have quite a few here. The channel I was watching, I can't remember his name right now. Stencil. Linda says stencil. Make circles. Straight. I got string and blue paint. Well, you made it, Beth. I'm here. Yeah, I got crayons. They're right here. Make lines. I know it's hard to see them when they're book pages. Dots. Spray some stuff. I'll just put sprays. Sprays. Barbara Clark likes wild card. Magazine. Metallic paint. Homemade stamp. I've lost track. Words. Black gesso. I don't know if that'll help you guys see them or not. I've got some going one way, some the others, but it doesn't matter once you turn it over. Paper clip. Carolina Wren singing its heart out there. Flowers. We better start adding some colors or we're going to be having a, I don't know. I guess we'll get colors when you add the other stuff. Fabric. Markers. Add swirls. Decoupage. They're kind of the same thing, but we'll put collage too. Punch. Black gesso's right there. Punch. Blue's already down here. I'm sure it is. Blue paint. Add 2 favorite colors. Add purple. Hey, Kendra. Add purple. Tissue. Clusters. Add yellow. Gold drizzles. If you don't want to do a circle page with me, You can do a square one. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to start this. Add an image. All right, I'm going to sweat, but I've got to turn this. I got to turn the air conditioner off. It's making my neck hurt worse. What was this? After what was I writing? Gold drizzles after gold drizzle. Add an image. We've got them almost used up. Free color choice. I got washi tape. It's on here already, right there. Napkins. We had tissues. Did we already do napkins? I think I already wrote napkins. Napkin. Scrape paint. I like that one too for what those times when it's just gone too far to the dark side. You can scrape paint and alleviate all your headaches immediately. Music paper. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to plug my Ethernet in, so I'm surprised I'm still going. Dots. Did I do dots already? I thought I did early on. Dots. Buttons. Hi, Lucia. Buttons. Book pages. I don't think I did that one yet. I did music paper, right? Or did I do book pages? Book pages is right there. Game piece. I don't know if everybody'd have a game piece. I'm trying to think of things. Doodle is a good one. We got gold drizzles. Do we want to add gold? Just add gold, plain gold? I'm sure Mary'd be okay with gold being on here twice. We can do that, I guess, because that's two different techniques. Gold. All right, we got just 3 left here. Stars. I'm going to do add a quote. Tanya, you got in with glitter. That's the last one. So, like I said, later on, I'll go and I'll put black on the edge of them just to finish them out. So we've got, we'll just pick them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. We got 49 counting gesso. So it's a little teeny deck of 49 cards. So we can get 12 out quite easily. But the first thing I am going to do on this one is gesso. You did not miss the game. We are just starting the game. This is paper that I had made before, and I just decided we'd do a deck of cards, and you all would give me the prompts, and then I've got this little deck of cards, and you pull the prompts from here. So we're just starting the game now. I am doing a circle journal using recycled pieces of cardboard. I want to make sure that's not wet. First prompt is gesso. This came out of a container of something. I don't remember what it was. But I said, I want to do a circle journal. But you can, if you have an 8-inch cake pan, turn it upside down and trace around it and cut you out a circle. We're gonna do a journal with the circle pages. So I'm gonna gesso mine right now. So if you don't want to do a circle, you don't have to. You can do just a piece of paper. If you want it to do these prompts and then use your piece of paper to make your own deck of cards, I'll tell you, that was an 11 by 12 piece of mixed media paper. Brain checked out there for a minute. And I cut the pieces to 2 inches by 1.5 inches. The 2 inches came off from the 12-inch length, and the 1.5 came off the 11. And then I have just these little bits here. And for anybody that's ever watched me know, I turned this into a card, just these little bits. You can mount these on a piece of black. I would edge this side with black marker and then line these up like this on a piece of cardstock, all in a row, because they're all the same size. And if you did that onto the cardstock, I'm not going to do it right now. I just want to kind of show you. Pretend this is a strip of black cardstock. Put those down, and then you could put your sentiment across there with maybe punched out letters or a die cut across there, and then mail your card to a friend and brighten their day. So that's why I saved those little bits, because I make fun cards with them. So gesso. What is that? That's modeling paste. Where's my little tag? I do not want to open that great big jug of stuff. Where's my gesso? Let's take a patch for napkins. See, I've got fiber paste. I got bead paste. There's gotta be. Here's gesso. Found it. Now I'm gonna put it on with a one of these, one of them things. I can see a storm is coming over the mountains. So let me plug my Ethernet cable in so that I don't lose you guys. Sometimes it just knocks the Wi-Fi out. All right, there we go. That might be stable. Yep, I do a dirty dozen, 12 prompts. It's kind of neat that it's picking up the corrugated. I'm only going to gesso the one side. I'll just have to be careful when I go to work on the back side of this page. Now, if you want to add texture with gesso, one of the young men that was on, what was I watching? You get 3 artists and the people that are getting the piece of art. Home is where the art is. He uses gesso and modeling paste on his canvas before he even starts, and he creates beautiful texture, and then he lets it dry, and then he does his painting, and he uses black to bring out even more depths. And I thought how fun it would be to use modeling paste and gesso to create a tree shape and then paint it out, give it more dimension. Words is hard sometimes. I'm having trouble with my words today. Because when you put gesso on with a palette knife, you can get some really interesting textures. You just lift your knife up and down, and it gives it veins. I guess I could get a piece of paper and write these prompts down for you guys. The ones that we're actually using. All right. I'm wondering if the cats are going to, Callie and Howard, they will not stay in during a storm. They raise so much cane in here, meowing and running around. They go out and sit on the back porch and yowl at the moon, yowl at the storm. Hi, Jamie. So let me grab a piece of paper here. Get my Life is Perfect pad somebody sent me, gifted me. So the first prompt was put some gesso down, whether you're doing a circle journal or just a regular page. Do gesso. That's got to dry, but I'm going to go ahead and pull the next one off this tiny little deck of cards we just made. Collage. Okay, so I definitely need to get this to dry. Collage. So let's see if this is plugged in. I had everything unplugged for the last storm. I think I got everything plugged back in. I need to mail that book to my sister on the pottery stuff. I keep forgetting to mail it to her. And I got Beth's page almost done. I'm doing hand beading on it now, and that's what's slowing me down. I got sidetracked crocheting dishcloth. I don't know how collage is going to work on this, but we're going to give it a go. I'm wondering how the heat gun will be on cardboard. Will it loosen everything up? All right. It's still a little wet there, but I'm going to pull some things together to collage on here. I'll grab my scrap bin from under the table. I would take some color paper, press it in the gesso, dry it and then rip off the color paper for some texture. I'm having trouble visualizing that, Linda. So put the paper, color paper down, face down on here and pull it off. Is that what you're saying? See, I've got this. Use a piece of this. Like this, face up. Like that, and then pull it up. You get a ripped effect. Well, this has already got a bunch of texture on it. Will it stick in the paper? It's got to go down when the gesso is wet, then pull up the paper that doesn't stick too well. Okay, so put some gesso down. I'm just trying to make sure I'm figuring this out right. And then I'll put this down. Do you let it dry, or? I've never done that before. So you're saying put it down and then tear it loose. So if I put some more gesso down, all right, you guys just tell me if I'm doing it. All right, so you're saying put gesso down. Like that. Then stick this paper in it, like so. And let it dry. That's what I thought you were saying. I'm just going to pull some of this so I can put another piece up here. I know I'll have more, but whatever doesn't stick will pull free, if I'm getting you guys. I don't think this is stuck down here either, because there's no gesso there. Learn something new every day. Okay. So then stick this in here and then go and pretend you're doing something else for a while and let this dry. And I've got gesso everywhere. It just adds to it, right? I've got, oh, I've not done it either. Well, this is going to be interesting. I guess we'll learn together. I've never done this. See, we're keeping Linda up. She's showing us how to do stuff. She should be asleep right now over there. I just put a bunch of gesso back down on it, so it shouldn't be too bad. So how long Can I use the heat gun on it, or should I just let it dry on its own? Because I've never done that before. Oh, yeah, I can't sleep when my bedroom's hot. I have to turn the air conditioner way on down. Heat gun is okay. Maybe do a prompt over it. Well, I got to pull off the excess paper first. Are you thinking do a prompt on the paper, Mary? You guys are showing me new stuff tonight. I've never done that. Oh, you think my paper is too thick? Well, it could be. It's that well could be the problem. It'll be what it'll be, won't it? I'm losing my holes in my paper. That might have to do. All right, so that's where my holes are. I need to gouge that out, I think. Maybe get a pokey tool so my hole doesn't fill up with texture. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. Oh, hey, Norma. Well, we're going to go with it. And if some of this paper starts coming loose with the next prompt, I might keep this paper here. We might add some more back on here later since it's got ooey gooeys all over it. I'm going to go ahead and pull the next one and we'll see what we get. Something shiny. Something shiny. Something shiny. Something shiny. I have silver paint. Ow. That's shiny. I have other shiny. I have shiny paint. I'll just use this rose gold. That would be pretty with that. It's already on there. I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to use a stencil, even though stencil is a prompt that we could maybe get. I think I'm going to use this on here with this rose gold metallic paint. It's shiny. Maybe I'll use 2 different shades of shiny. This is Extreme Sheen in Aquamarine. So let's see what we can do here. That paint acts like it's separated in the tube, and that's nearly a new bottle. That stuff ain't cheap. I'm calling this shiny, even though it's not totally shiny. Be a little bit more up here. And see, now I need another piece of paper to deal with this extra. I'll just pull this piece out of the recycle bin, do the back of it. All right, let's see, we can set that aside. That can be an element for something else. All right. All right. It looks like the earth. Cool. Linda's in New Zealand. Okay, Mary. All right, I'm going to dry a little bit. I'm afraid that's just going to peel up. I was just testing to see if some more of that paper would come up, but I think Linda might be right. My paper might be just a little too thick, but we're going to make it work. All right. Let me see if I can find that guy's channel on my phone. Such a dork sometimes. I can look things up. I'll wait for Mary to get back to pull the next prompt. Okay. Got paint all over my phone. Oh, look, I'm live, it says. He said he was doing his final review. Rosemary Morris is working on a journal on her channel. Come on. Well, if I can find it, I'll put his channel in my description box so you guys can see it. He did a video in the last couple days. He's nearing completion on the place, and he was digging a footer out. He said he was over engineering it. I've been watching the Holler Homestead. They've got a new baby on the way, and they've been trying to get their remodel done on their single wide mobile home. They gutted it, and they've been rebuilding it, and they're trying to get it done before the baby arrives, and the baby's due anytime now. And so they got to sleep in there for the first time the other night. Been watching a lot of new sewing channels too, or new to me, because I've been watching the Sew a Top Challenge. I'll look it up. I'm not going to waste y'all's more time. I'll find him. It's easier on the computer because it's yeah, if I could remember his channel name, that would not be a problem at all. I'll have to look it up though. Okay, I'm going to pull the next prompt. I hope Mary's back. Splatters. The next prompt is splatters. I think he's Norwegian. I think he's Norwegian, that guy. I'm going to splatter. What color do y'all think I should splatter with? Oh, this phone. No, I don't want to open that. I'm trying to close all these stupid windows. Thank you. Splatter, splatter, splatter. Brush up here. I'm thinking green is going to get splattered. I'm going to do waterfront. Oh, Linda says red. You've been watching a German guy do a remodel. Well, maybe he's German. He's got a very tall forehead. He likes to wear overalls. I can't remember his name for nothing. Well, I'm going to splatter with this. And if it doesn't show up decently, I'll do it in red. Doesn't say it, you have to splatter in just one color. It just says splatter. He is German. Okay. It was a very tiny little cottage that he was redoing. And he said they were like kit homes that people would buy as a kit. And that one has sat empty for how long? 20 years or something. It was empty for a really long time. And it had it looked like vagrants had moved in and just kind of piled stuff up in there. All right. I can revisit any of these prompts. So maybe in a little bit, we'll see how it develops. We might splatter with some red later. I don't stop when the prompts stop. Half the time I go ahead and yeah, it's near his house. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't even see this house from the street when he first got it. It was completely overgrown, and he got in there with chainsaws and weed eaters and all kinds of stuff to clear a path and get in there. And then he was hauling all kinds of stuff out of there. Yeah, Mary's been watching him too. All right, everybody got their splatters? I'm going to do the next one, number 5. Words. Now, you guys know the words are going to have to be a hold for me till the end. I don't like to put words on now, or should I? I don't know if I can write on this. I could scribble write words. I'll scribble write words. I'm just looking to see how wet that is. It's still pretty wet someplace. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Yeah, I've decided I'm only going to do lives once a month until we get this house on the market, just so I can still have fun doing them. If I have to come on every week, I'll get too tired. This weekend about did us in. All right, so what should I write on here? And in what color should I write? Just scribble with the black? Let's see here. Let's see. I'll get a Posca pen. I'll use a red Posca pen. Linda's been out west. The farthest west I've been is Nashville, Tennessee. But I've been Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New York, because I've driven through those. And I've been to Kentucky and Ohio and West Virginia and Illinois and Indiana. So that basically the East Coast, I've spent a little bit of time in each state, whether it's driving through or stopping. So we got to add words. What kind of words should I add, you guys? Yep, that's it. Renovation East. That's it. Thanks, guys. Faith, feeling, hope. Round and round we go. Oh, I like the round and round we go. That makes me think of you spin me twice round, baby, twice round, like a. Oh gosh. Let's do. It doesn't like the texture. Uh-oh. Whoops. Because, this is all going to get covered anyway. All right. I think that's about as many words as I can get on here. So, I did words. Man, it's getting dark. I'm going to pull the next one. So this will be number 6. If I can get them to come apart. Stencils. Stencil. Oh no, that's not good. My cousin went to Germany when he was in the Air Force, and he stayed there. He's not coming back. This is one of your favorite stencils? I'm horrible about not keeping the names, of stencils and that kind of stuff for people. I just don't. I'm horrible about that. I know a lot of people do it because they, they're given the stamps to basically sell them for the folks, show them. But I don't know. I don't do that. I just want to have fun. When you start making it work, it's not fun anymore. Do I have a favorite place I've visited? Kentucky was interesting. And yeah, it was beautiful there. I think my all-time favorite place I've visited would be Nassau in the Bahamas, because I've been there too. Is Sue's here? Did I miss seeing Sue's? Bookends. Bookends is Sue's. Oh, we got a bunch of people I'm seeing names I've never seen before. I know Norma and all right. That was my stencil. Oh, I didn't write it down here. 6 was stencil. 7 is going to be, oh, it says string. 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 I'm gonna have to turn the air back on. Oh, I have this string right here. It was on the table. All right. Has anybody seen Tool using Primate tonight? He said he hadn't hardly got, he was not even in work yesterday. He was still on the road to going to work, and his phone rang and they said, you got to come out here and look at this. And he said, well, I'm on Route 8 right now. I'll be there in about another 10 minutes. And I'll be glad to look at that for you. He works on the testing units in the burn-in ovens for the items his company makes, which is spinal cord stimulators and heart defibrillators for pain management and heart health. My string is not going to be perfectly smooth around here, but it'll be on here. So I'm probably using way too much glue. I'm tired of this ugly weather. And the season is just getting started. That's what's bad. I hate hurricane season. And whatever else we've been getting lately, it's just crazy weather. It's getting really dark here, and that always freaks me out. Wish I had some heavy twine handy. I have twine. I'm not real sure where it is right now, so We're going to use what I have that's right here on the table. And I'm not even in the where you guys can see, but all I'm doing is laying this in here and kind of pushing it into the glue. Whoops. You got a tins unit? Ooh. I have a friend that's she has one that she uses, but I don't know. I think the next step for my neck is getting an MRI done on it. And I've already had a nerve study. Most unpleasant procedure I think I've ever had. I didn't write that down. String. Now, if you want to use your string a different way than I did, feel free. I mean, you can dip your string in paint and do those pulls. Joe has a Dr. Ho stimulator. Oh. Now, I know the new ones that they install in you, it has a control so that if you're feeling bad, you can just dial it up and it'll help you. I know Dawn Andreas got one, and she has gotten more mobility now since she's got her stimulator put in. So she's satisfied. She likes it a lot. But Scott makes the ones that are put inside your body. All right, next. That was number 7, right? That's the good thing about the cards is if I lose track, I can count the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 7. Number 8 is fiber. Fiber. I have some leftover crochet cotton from my pile of things here. This would look pretty with that. So I'll add some of this on there too. I made some like that. I'll put it on the outer edge. This can be fiber too. It's a yarn, it's a fiber. Whoops. I'm like trying to drive here and can't see the sidewalk. So next time I go down to work on the house, I've got to take some time. My mother-in-law said she wouldn't mind going to Goodwill with me sometime. She said, I don't need nothing, but she said it could be fun. So, and I had told Scott, I was thinking I'd go down to the house on Thursday and then he could come down Saturday and we would come back up on Sunday, and I could be down there an extra 2 days next week, which I've got to learn to pace myself because I really overdid Saturday and I was in agony all that night and then all day Sunday, and it didn't get better until we had been back up here And then I got to feeling better and really better, and my neck wasn't hurting at all. And last night I must have slept wrong because stupid neck was hurting again today. I bought us some new pillows, hoping those will help. When I change the bed, the linens on the bed tomorrow, I'll put the new pillows on and we'll see if they'll help any. How many do we have left after this fiber? That'll be 8. Is that 4 left? Yeah. This will be an interesting page or the cover. I don't know if this will be a cover or what. I'm just going to do it like it's a page. I'll have to put the date on the front of it because I'm planning to do front and back, which could be interesting when I go to do the back with all this cord and stuff on the front, but come on. I think what I did to my neck is lifting things over my head to put them on the cap shelves at the store. I think that's how I messed my neck up. Because some of those boxes were really heavy and I was lifting them up over my head and slamming them up onto the cap shelf. Just because it's something you can do doesn't mean it is something you should do. That's what one of the ladies I worked with told me one time. She said, "You're going to regret it." And I said, "Oh, it's okay. It's fine." Yeah, I regret it. Oh, I missed something. Everything's scrolling past. Oh. I'm sure you are going stir crazy, Kendra. I don't know. Poor Janet's whole yard is messed up from that storm that she got. Thanks, Mary. All right. Linda, it's been almost going on 4.5, 5 years. If we go any slower, we're never going to get out of that house. But he still wants to do another older home. I told him, I said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Don't you want to just move into a house that's already been redone or a new house?" He's like, "No, let's get another older home. It's what we can afford anyway." New homes are just crazy, over $200,000. All right, number 9 is magazine. Number 9, magazine. Magazine. Let's see what I've got in my magazine pile over here. I got a great big bowl. Oh, I'm digging. I'm still here. I'm just across the room digging in the pile of stuff. All right, let's see what we've got in here. Ooh, I squished it. I'm gonna move that over here for right now. Could use half of that. Gold things. See if I can find anything near that color. Okay, this is easier for me to pull them all out. All right, I'm not going to use these. So I'll put these in here. All right. Let's see here. I like that picture. Doesn't really go with that background, but I like that picture. There's some marbles. Nothing I have really goes with that. There's another circle. Stick that in the middle and cover up everything. That's pretty. Some of these pictures, I don't remember where I got them from. Nothing matches those colors I have. I don't know what to do about that. When they don't match at all. It's driving me crazy. Maybe add these buildings. It's black and white. Maybe I've got something else over there in the big bucket. You guys cooking food again in there? This model right here has the most beautiful skin I think I've ever seen on another human being. That is just, her complexion is just so beautiful. Just love it. Bunch of Taylor Swift. Linda's going to count nougat and go to sleep. Haha, found it. She fits perfectly. Bernadette, what's the matter? Why are you fidgeting so much? What's the matter? I don't think she'll fit through my sticker maker though. I might have to put her on with something. I don't think she'll fit in here. Oh, she might. All right, girl. Let's spin you through here and see if I've got enough stickum to do. I don't want to cut her hand off like I did the last one I did. All right, now she's a sticker. Traveling Phibbsville for tasty treats. Well, if you come south, you have to choose. Do you want mustard-based barbecue sauce, vinegar-based barbecue sauce, or like ketchup-based? That's what I was thinking. Hey, Tip. I figured you'd be home. All right, so now we did that. See if she'll stick down here. I'm going to need to hurry up because I'm afraid the storm's going to come in and knock us out and you all won't know what the prompts are. All right, let's get her free on the bottom here. All right, that's a foot and there's a foot. Oh no, her toe didn't glue down. I thought that looked funny. All right. I'll glue it down in a minute. So, all right, there's my holes. I'm going to put one of her feet close enough. And then the other foot, don't want to rip her leg off. I just stuck my hand in glue. I have to stand up. Okay. See, I was afraid of that. Okay. Y'all can watch me struggle a minute here. She's going to be off the page. Oh no, I'm ripping her foot off. Stop sticking to everything except where I want you to go. Oh, I don't want to ruin her. She's perfect for a round circle. Oh, man. She may not stick down. I thought this would be a good idea, but it's turning out not to be. I don't dare pull her up again. She's gonna... Her foot's gonna come off. I just know it. There goes her foot. Ah! She is just giving me a headache. Doggone it, woman. You're giving me a headache. Now, let me get the toe of your foot. Come over here. Well, her foot is messed up, though. I think about how Packer Dye just gets everything to lay down so perfect. I think her hand is coming off now. I think I ripped her hand off. Sorry, guys, I can't look right now because her hand is just... All right. Oh, I messed her thumb up. Come on, lady. Come on, lady. I may have gotten her on here finally. She looks so startled. Ta-da! She's on here. Except her foot looks so weird. She's stuck down now. She's not going nowhere. Ta-da! She's finally on there. Ugh, that was a headache. So now everybody else is probably ready for the next one. I know I am, because that was something else. And her foot's discolorated, but number 10, homemade stamp. Homemade stamp. right. Let's see here. Can I remember which drawer I stuck them in? Here we go. I don't know how these will stamp on this. These are a couple that I had carved. That's supposed to be a circle of women dancing. That's not what it looks like when you stamp it out. Might just do the circle and leave that one off. Maybe she's stuck in a dryer. Good enough. Oh, good night, Linda. All right, number 11. With working on such a small piece, it only takes me a second to do here. Number 11 will be make lines. Make lines. Bernie, do you need to go potty? You guys, I'm going to be right back. I need to take her before this storm moves in all the way. You can't waste time, baby. You gotta do the deed and we'll be right back. Okay? Come on. Everybody's waiting. This is the door over here. Door hasn't moved. Nope, hasn't moved. It's in the same spot on the house every time. Oh, hurry up. It's raining. Woo, hurry. Well, that was terrifying. Come on, Bernadette, come here. Come here. Bernadette, come here. Get in your room. Because if you don't get in your room, you'll be freaking out. You want a cookie? Here. Lightning all around. The dog's taking her time, sniffing the air. Anyhow. Make lines. What color should I make the lines? She's wearing yellow and pink and brown. Should I do some yellow lines to kind of pull it all together, or pink? I think it's got enough pink on it. This is really too big to make lines with. Tippy, you want your dish, honey? I'm almost done. Round motion lines. Like an arc, like a round motion lines. How about I do half of a circle? I'll just do this is kind of too big, but I've already started on it, so. I'm going to get something smaller, make some smaller. Things are fixing to get really crazy here. I can tell by the sound of the air coming through the door. Glad I went for the drive earlier tonight. I was trying to find Callie and Howard, but they're in their hiding spots, wherever they found to hide. All right. I might call that good for right now, because I want to give you guys the last prompt in case I lose you. Let me pull the last prompt, number 12. And now you don't have to stop at the 12th prompt, but and you can keep going. Metallic paint. So whatever you might want to do with metallic paint, you can. I think I'm going to bring some gold in. Hey, buddy. You're all right, buddy. It's all right. Oh, I don't have any gold. I'm out of gold. At least I think I am. What's this? It's 24 karat gold. I'll just put some more circly shapes on here, I think. Tippy, honey, go lay down. You can't jump up right now. You'll get in pain. You can't come up right now. You'll get in pain. I love you. I'm not being mean. I just don't want you to get paint everywhere. Please stop doing that, Tippy. I need to look up a quote about when life turns you topsy-turvy. Hi, Tanya. Is it storming by you down there? There's something moving in here. The dog just had me outside, and it was kind of scary out there. It was that lightning that lights up the whole sky, and you're out in the middle of an open field, and you can feel the electric current? Yeah. And she was taking her time. Her sweet time. Her sweet puppy time. I was like, come on, do your thing, and we're going back in. I think that's going to be it. That looks pretty good. So I'll find a quote about life and difficult times and that kind of stuff and stick it on there. I could make her spin. She's doing cartwheels. She's like, knock it off. Can't you see I'm having all this trouble standing up? It would be a perfect journal for this year. I should put 2020 floating around in there. Oh my, it took your elephant ears down? Thanks, Holly. Well, guys, I'm not going to keep you because of this storm. It kind of freaks me out to be online when it's like this. So if you guys will forgive me, I'm going to wrap it up. But before I go, let's play a game before I go. So I'm going to give away this set of prompt cards. So let me get a piece of paper. And I'm going to write a number down between 1 and 100. And if you would like to win this deck of cards, when I say go, then you'll put in some numbers, okay? All right, I wrote my number on the back of the prompts here. All right, so I'm going to type in a number between 1 and 100 if you'd like to win this little deck of cards. I'll give you all a full minute to get your numbers in. It'll have to be the closest without going over one number each. When it clicks over to the next full minute on my computer, I'll put in stop. Do, 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 do. Stop. Okay. Mary, did you put in a number and then pull it out? And for, did you and Kendra both do that? If those were to replace a duplicate number, I'll let those two go. All right. So the number was 56. So who was closest to 56 without going over? Sharon Lombard had 45. Janet has 48. Is Janet got it? Janet with 48. So Janet, you won the deck of little cards. So I'll finish them out for you. I'll blacken the edges and maybe put a border on the back and that kind of stuff. And I'll get these in the mail to you. So it's a deck of 49 cards. If you wanted to, you could make up a couple more and add it so you'd have 52. So thanks, you guys. And I'll see you next month. And I'll be making videos in between then, okay? Bye, guys. Have a great night. Y'all are welcome.